They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down that stretch they come. Second Beaver, Get away wins!
Hi, good morning. I'm Mike Hersey, and welcome to another edition of Monmouth Racing Today. We'll talk with trainer Pat McBurney and get some insight on his barn a little bit later in the show. But right now, let's take a look back at last week's Grade 3 Red Bank. Hard Enough going for his third Monmouth Stakes victory.
They're off the turn and into the stretch, and Hard Enough on the outside has taken the lead. Slim Shady down inside, fights on second. Winning Cause is third, and Two Notch Road is fourth. Down to the final 16th. Hard Enough fights his way to a two-length lead. Slim Shady, Winning Cause, a final try in the final 50 yards, but Hard Enough keeps on finding. Hard Enough wins the Red Bank, 3/4 of a length on the wire.
And what a weekend it was for jockey Paco Lopez. Last year's riding champ broke the mark for most wins in a single day at Monmouth Park with 7, eclipsing the record set by 6 others. Paco's won 14 races over the first 2 weekends at a whopping 38%. Meanwhile, there are 3 stakes races this weekend, led by the Majestic Light Stakes on Saturday. 2013 Preakness runner-up It's My Lucky Day, trained by Eddie Pleasant Jr., will most likely go postward as the favorite. On the way, we'll catch up with trainer Pat McBurney and talk about his barn Get Serious on the comeback trail as well as Monmouth Racing Today rolls on. Monmouth Park's free online handicapping contest Survival at the Shore begins Saturday, May 24th, and registration is now open. Sign up now at www.survivalattheshore.com and be eligible to win $4,000 in end-of-the-year prizes. Contestants simply log on to the game every live race day, May 24th through September 1st, and choose 1 horse in 3 pre-selected races. As long as one of your horses finishes in the top 3, you move on to the next day. Along the way, you accumulate a mythical bankroll based on your horse's payouts. At the end of the year, the player with the highest mythical bankroll wins $2,000. So sign up today to play Monmouth Park's free online handicapping game Survival at the Shore. It's fun, it's easy, it's free, and it begins May 24th. We're on the Monmouth Park backstretch as we get ready for Memorial Day weekend. 3 big days of racing, and one of the top trainers around is Pat McBurney. Teams up with John Forbes. Pat, tell us a little bit about this weekend and who you might have in the box.
This weekend we have a couple horses going to try the turf. Sharon Jones will be her first time long on the grass, and she kind of took to it at Gulfstream Park in a little sprint race, was running well at the end, so we're hoping to see her run good. Dr. Goldfarb's been very successful on the Monmouth grass in the past, and there's a race for him on Sunday this week. And from there, a New Jersey bred Miles Together going back to a sprint where he was 3rd last year. We're going to put some blinkers on him and hope that he does well. Come Monday, Memorial Day, we have Padre Graz, who was interfered with late in the race, and he's coming back in a maiden special weight with New Jersey breds, and part of an entry there will be Chaser, who's also a nice looking colt making his first start this weekend. So
now, you always have some good young horses that you're getting ready for the summer meet here at Monmouth Park. Anyone that's standing out for you right now?
Just Call Kenny, who had a very nice race at Gulfstream and then hurt himself, is getting pretty close to coming back to the races, and we have high hopes for him. He's a big 3-year-old colt. And from there, Marion Eileen broke her maiden impressively. We're hoping she can move up the ladder for us. And a couple other fillies in there. Lucky Ragdoll's back. She's older, but looks like she's back in form, and when she goes a mile, she'll be awful good too. So,
what is it like for you and for John Forbes and for your entire stable when you get the young horses in and you start seeing them develop in the morning? And is there that excitement that starts building up when you see some talent?
Yeah, there's always excitement. That we have 6 2-year-olds who have just come in literally 2 weeks ago, and they don't have names yet, but there's a flashy bull colt who's looking very good, a Not For Love filly that, we loved when we bought her, and she's even more impressive looking now. So yeah, the youngsters give you a lot of hope for the summer and early fall. So
Get Serious, who still has something left in the tank.
He just had come back in from the farm, and we're thinking we'll try him one more season on the grass because he's done so well here at Monmouth Park. So, and he looks fantastic right now.
What has made him such a great racehorse?
He actually came out running as a 3-year-old colt here, and he won his first start, impressive, going 3/4. We stretched him out long, and he was impressive. He finished second in the long branch at that time. And from there, as a colt, he just was getting harder and harder to manage, so we gelded him. And when he came out as a gelding and got onto the turf, he just had 3 fantastic years here at Monmouth Park. So for him, it was gelding that really helped him out.
When we come back, we'll talk to one of the new kids on the block, apprentice jockey Nick Juarez, as Monmouth Racing Today continues. It's time for this moment in history. Ruffian in the 1974 sorority.
They round the turn, and Ruffian still holds a half-length lead on the outside, Hot and Nasty second. It's a 2-horse race as they pass the quarter pole. Ruffian on the inside, Hot and Nasty on the outside, going stride for stride. Stream Across now moves up third with Wee Bit of Irish fourth. Turning for home, it's Hot and Nasty on the outside. Ruffian along the rail, still going stride for stride, with Ruffian now moving out by half a length. It's a 2-horse race down the stretch. On the inside, Ruffian has the lead. On the outside, Hot and Nasty.
Anticipation. Tension. Power. Excitement.
Here he comes.
This is racing. This is Monmouth Park.
This is my first time here at this meet. I'm an apprentice rider from Maryland, and thus far, I really like it. The weather's beautiful here, and people, it's a different type of class here, and I think I'm really going to enjoy myself.
Tell our fans a little bit about yourself. How did you start riding, and how did you end up at Monmouth?
Well, I started riding here, I started riding in Maryland back in December 14th. I was lucky to win my first mount, my first win on my first mount. I got in touch with Al DeLab, the agent, and he was down in Florida. He decided to take me up here, and we're going to see what we can do here, and hopefully get on a roll.
How excited are you at this point to be riding with some of the best in the country here?
I knew coming into this meet that it's a really strong colony of riders, and that's what I really have been striving for, to ride with some of the best riders in the country, just so I can become just as good as they are. I can learn from them and grow with them, and to be able to do well with my apprenticeship.
How did you get started race riding?
My father was a jockey, Calixto Juarez. My grandfather was an outrider in Maryland for a long time. He rode jumpers, my great-grandfather. So if you're looking for pedigree, I guess I have it a little bit, and I really love horse racing, and it's just been my life since before I can remember.
Finally, take us back to that first win in December, your first mount. What was that like crossing the wire?
Oh, my goodness. First of all, December 14th, that day it was snowing. If you look up the replay, it was snowing horribly, and the horse I won on, she just had a lot of heart, and it was an exhilarating feeling. There's nothing like it. The hair stay on the back of your neck, and it was a wonderful feeling.
Right around the corner, racing analyst Brian Skirka will join me. We'll talk late pick 4 for Saturday, right here on Monmouth Racing Today. Anticipation. Tension. Power. Excitement.
Here he comes.
This is racing. This is Monmouth Park. Welcome back to Monmouth Racing Today. Mike Kersey and racing analyst Brian Skirka. Big 3-day weekend. We're keying in on Saturday, the late pick 4, as we usually do. Let's start off in race 9. Who do you like?
I'm going to go with number 8, Kaylee Song in there. Reclaimed out of his last start by Claudio Gonzalez. Gonzalez had him all last summer. He's won 2 in a row against Open Company. Drops back in against Jersey Breds today. I'm
going to take a shot with number 3, Salty Jack. Liked him last weekend. Part of an entry was scratch for Ben Perkins Jr. Switches to Paco Lopez. Can't get any hotter than Paco right now, and makes his second start off the bench. Race 10, we're on the turf for the mile and the 16. Second leg of the pick 4. Who do you like here?
Todd Pletcher, Joe Bravo, no secrets for me. All tied up in here. He's a 3-year-old trying older horses, but I really like the angle this summer. Keying in on those horses who ran at Gulfstream, who came from behind. Speed was really, really good at Gulfstream over the winter. He's a come from behind, or hopefully this service will be a little more kind.
I'm going with the inside horse, the one Brickyard Kitten here in this spot. Was in good form before the short vacation. Worked a mile on May 16th. at Parks for this spot, and you have to like what John Service has done with this horse. Let's move on to race 11, Majestic Light Stakes at 1.70 miles, and it's on the main track here. Who do you like on the dirt?
Yeah, I couldn't come up with anything fancy. It's My Lucky Day, the logical horse, likely a very short price, was second in the Preakness last year. He just looks like the best horse in here. Love the outside draw, should sit right off with the Red Hot Paco Lopez.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to go with the 6 here. I had a feeling you're going to go with It's My Lucky Day, and I think we have to put that horse on the ticket no matter. But Code West, the 6, should improve in his second start off the bench. Maybe an upset here with his experience. We'll see if he has a big shot. Should get a good trip. And in race 12, we wrap it up. I like the 5, Hug a Tree here. Gets class relief after finishing second last out.
I'm with you. Hug a Tree. We both like him. I like his versatility, too. He can go to the front or sit right off.
All right. I guess we're going to single in race 12 here in our late pick 4 for Saturday.
They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come.